Okay, now that we've cleared through line, today we're going to go over shape and form. Now this is actually a double feature here. Shape and element, so shape and form are their own elements, but they're so connected that there's kind of no point to set them in two separate days, and not to mention, this is actually one of the most simple elements. So right here, you'll see the definition. Shape is a flat 2D area with height and width. So for example, let's look at this box here. Just where it is, and nothing else. What do we have here? A rectangle. Now form comprises objects with 3 dimensions. Height, width, same thing, but now they have depth. Now this way we take our box and turn it at an angle. Height, width, and we just out of the box to get depth. Now both shapes and forms are separated into 2 categories. Organics, which are natural or regular, and geometric, which is precise and mathematical. Essentially anything that you can make with a tool, a straight edge, a ruler, really actually a straight edge ruler. I guess you can say a compass as well, since one of our basic shapes is a circle. So in organic we'll have things like leaf, slash mark, tree. While with geometric, that's where we have circle, square, triangle, rectangle, and oval. In fact, these 5 things here are the 5 basic shapes. Now, certainly you have things like hexagon, trapezoid, but really the base of every single shape comes from these. In fact, when you get to drawing humans later on, you can find out that, honestly, most everything that you see around you, including other people, can be constructed out of these basic shapes. Now, with that in mind, here are our shapes once again. And the easiest way to turn a shape into a form, actually there are 2 ways. The first way is this here with a shadow. Anything that casts a shadow must be a form because only 3D objects can cast shadows onto anything else. So for that cast shadow, there you go. The other way is to double up on the base shape and connect the corners. So, and this second method really does cover most of how to make forms. Triangles especially are special cases, since there are actually multiple ways to do that, such as that right there. That makes a cone. And that makes a pyramid. In this case, we don't call them circle, square, triangle, and whatnot. This goes from a circle to a sphere. This goes from a square to a cube. Over here we go from rectangle to rectangular prism. And oval really can become anything, such as over here, where an oval as a base with a triangle becomes a cone, or a square as a base with a triangle becomes a pyramid. Or, if we're actually going to use another triangle, it becomes a triangular prism. And remember, all of these can have shadows cast on them. And there you go. That's really the brunt of this lesson. Now, what you can do, and you can do this on your own time, just look around you at the objects that are in your rooms, in your houses, in your neighborhoods, and just count how many places you can find that are comprised of these shapes here. Like, you can see these spheres in front of every single target. You know what they're there for? It's not just for aesthetic. These balls you see at, say, Target, for example, those are there to make sure that people can't just drive into the store. I wish I was kidding. That's actually why they exist. Well, that really does cover everything we need to know about shape and form. So, with that in mind, next time, since we've already done shading a little bit in here and our last one, we're going to go into value. That's all for today. Mr. Scott is out.